edge, waiting, quiet, and motionless. Hillary, now listen to me. Now, Dr. Boone is a psychiatrist, isn't he? And your mother committed suicide, didn't she? But now you must face the facts. Now you're sick, and the doctor is just trying to help you so that what happened to your mother won't happen to you. Oh, but you're proving you're sick by standing out there risking your life. Now go back to your window. They'll help you. She just stared at me for a moment, and then she moved. Slowly she inched her way backwards until she reached the window. The nurse and the intern helped her inside. The window was closed behind her, the curtain drawn. In a moment, people began to leave their windows. I left mine, and that was that. Except that it wasn't. I tried to take up the day's business again, failed. That face, that voice, the tragedy of Hillary Sellers kept intruding like a bad conscience. And finally I gave it all up. I dismissed Helen for the rest of the day and I went down to the lobby for a pack of cigarettes. And then I found myself heading down the hall, irresistibly drawn to the side entrance. At the side entrance stood the ambulance. No one was about, and after a moment I hurried back into the hall. And there, as I passed the elevator, I saw what was now the last thing in the world I wanted to see. The doors opened. I stepped back out of the way at the right end of the hall. I wanted to turn my back, but I didn't. We always cast a sidelong glance of horror. And so I stood there, and I watched the motionless figure in the stretcher covered by a sheet. They'd given me some sort of drug. The intern carried one end, Dr. Boone the other. The ambulance was loaded with its quiet cargo, and it left. And the thing was over. It was done. But then, I played the fool. I did something I knew better than to do, but I had to. I had to do it. I found the phone booth in the lobby, and the phone book. Let's see now. Boone. C-R-U-N-E. Kimball. Is Dr. Boone in? Is Dr. Boone in? This is Atherton. Lee Atherton. He's there. He can't be. smoother performance, quick starts, and gas savings. These are the spark plugs, you know, that are designed by with the exclusive Autolite plug check indicator. And remember, you're always right with Autolite. And now Autolite brings back to our Hollywood soundstage Mr. James Stewart in Elliot Lewis's transcribed production of The Rescue, a tale well calculated to keep you in suspense. Listen to me, this is terribly important. I want to know if you're absolutely certain that Dr. Brune is in these office. Did you actually see him when he came in? Well, then get him. I've got to talk to him now. Yeah, get him. Dr. Brune? This is Lee Atherton, Doctor. You don't know me. But I've got to find out if Hillary Sellers is a patient of yours. Now, do you know her? What happened to her? Where is she? I don't know, but a man impersonating you just drove her away from the Wardman Hotel in an ambulance. Yes, call the district police. Get Lieutenant Rogers on the phone. Dr. Brune? I'll explain very quickly, Mr. Atherton. Hillary Sellers came to see me yesterday for the first time. Told me Kurt Rayton was treating her mother. Now, Rayton is an unlicensed quack. Now, wait a minute, Doctor. I thought her mother committed suicide. Supposedly, she jumped from the window in Rayton's office. But she didn't? I think she was thrown. You mean Rayton murdered her? Yes, and I informed the police of it this morning. But how do you know? Hillary told me Rayton was treating her mother for a heart condition with some sort of medical apparatus. Yes? I checked the apparatus with the police this morning. It would be dangerous even to a person with a normal heart. Oh, I see. But why is Rayton after Hillary? Because he thinks she knows what he's done and he's got to get rid of her. He ducked out of his office this morning just before the police arrived. But I'm sure she doesn't know about this. No, she believes it was suicide. And she's never even met Rayton. I see. Yes, you call, Doctor. Oh, all right. Goodbye, Mr. Atherton. Goodbye, Doctor. And then I called the police, too. Gave them all the information I had. Found out there was nothing to do but wait. Later, as I walked through the lobby, I passed a woman seated in a chair that faced the elevator. She was utterly nondescript, wearing dark clothes and a hat. But after I entered the elevator, I gave her a second look through the glass. There was something about that face. This whole dreadful business was discoloring everything. Helen had left the door open for me, and I walked through the anteroom into my office. I went over to the desk and sat down, lit a cigarette. Hello? Mr. Atherton? Yeah. Lieutenant Rogers, District Police. I thought you'd like to know that the ambulance had been located, abandoned on a side street in Georgetown. I'll let you know when we catch him. I'm going down there myself. Good, fine. Thank you very much, Lieutenant Rogers. Goodbye. And then, again, I did something I didn't want to do, but I had to. There was that woman in the lobby. I had to take another look at that woman in the lobby. I took the elevator down and got out. She was still there, seated in her chair. She was talking to a man who stood beside her, backwards to me. As I walked by, I looked at her very carefully, and suddenly I recognized her. It was the nurse, out of uniform. I looked at the man. Yeah, Rayton. And in that instant, I understood everything. Somehow, they had lost Hillary in the hotel, carried the nurse out on the stretcher, and laid a false